Picture a calm night on Earth. Street lights glow, waves roll gently onto beaches, and the moon hangs in the sky as it always has. Silent, patient, familiar. And then, in one impossible instant, it's gone. No explosion, no flash, no fading into darkness. One moment it's there, the next it simply isn't. The first few seconds feel strangely normal. People look up in confusion, thinking clouds must have swallowed the moon. Astronomers reboot their telescopes, cameras refocus. Someone posts a blurry photo online with the caption, "Where moon?" But very quickly, reality asserts itself. The moon isn't just a decoration in the night sky, it's a gravitational anchor, a stabilizing partner, a silent architect of Earth's rhythms. And without it, those rhythms begin to break. Within minutes, the tides respond. The moon is responsible for roughly 2/3 of their strength, and without its pull, the great tidal bulges collapse. Coastlines experience a sudden, eerie retreat as water flows back toward the open ocean. The sea level along many shores drops by several feet, revealing shipwrecks, reefs, and long hidden stretches of seafloor. People walk out to take pictures. Fish flop helplessly on newly exposed sand. But this calm is an illusion. As the water redistributes, it overshoots and surges back, crashing into harbors and slamming against piers in confused, chaotic waves. These aren't normal tides, they're gravitational whiplash, unpredictable and violent. Meanwhile, Earth's rotation begins to wobble. The moon has always acted as a stabilizer, slowing down these natural variations like a cosmic brake pad. Without it, the planet begins to tilt slightly more with each passing week. Seasons drift, temperature patterns deform, and storms grow stranger. 5 years after the disappearance, winter in one hemisphere becomes harsher while summers scorch the other with unusual intensity. 10 years later, the tilt swings further and entire climate zones migrate like living organisms searching for comfort. Animal life reacts almost immediately. Sea turtles rise from the ocean at the wrong time of year, guided by a lunar clock that no longer ticks. Birds that once relied on the moon for navigation lose their sense of direction and circle aimlessly across the sky. Coral reefs synchronize their spawning with moonlight. Without it, they release their eggs at random, lowering survival rates. Even wolves, whose howls once echoed toward the glowing disk, fall strangely quiet. And then there's the night itself. Without the moon, darkness becomes absolute. The moon provided a gentle, natural light that shaped the evolution of countless species. Now, the night deepens into a blackness rarely seen outside remote deserts. Cities, of course, blaze with artificial illumination, but the countryside becomes almost alien. Humans experience a subtle but real psychological effect. Circadian rhythms drift, sleep patterns shift, and the world feels a little more lonely without its celestial companion. The long-term consequences grow stranger still. Earth's day length begins to change. The moon has been gradually slowing our rotation for billions of years, but without it, the breaking stops. Days stop getting longer and begin to stabilize. Yet the wobbling of Earth's axis means that some regions experience daylight patterns that swing unpredictably. Longer summers, shorter winters, and then the opposite a decade later. Out in space, satellites notice the change as well. The moon's gravity subtly shaped their orbits. Without it, some drift into unstable trajectories, slowly spiraling toward Earth over several decades. Engineers scramble to adjust their paths, but a few burn up in the atmosphere long before anyone has time to react. Even the tides deep beneath Earth's surface shift. The moon created internal stress inside the crust, pulling on molten rock and influencing volcanic cycles. With that pull gone, some volcanoes erupt more rarely, others more violently. Earth groans and cracks as its internal rhythms seek a new balance. Yet the strangest effect is psychological. Humanity has always lived with the moon. We painted it on cave walls, wove it into myths, used it to measure time, and told stories about its glow long before we built cities. Its absence becomes a silent wound in the sky. Children grow up without ever seeing a crescent or a full moon rising over the horizon. poets run out of metaphors. Once in a blue moon becomes meaningless overnight. And yet, life continues. Plants adapt to new seasons. Animals evolve new behaviors. Humans eventually rewrite calendars, restructure agriculture, and reshape navigation. The tides calm into a new, weaker rhythm. The tilt of Earth settles into long cycles that future generations track with precision. Civilization adjusts to deeper nights and wilder seasons. But every now and then, someone walks outside on a clear evening, looks up at the perfectly empty sky, and imagines how strange it must have felt on that night long ago to watch the moon vanish without a trace, taking with it not just gravity and light, but a piece of what made the world feel like home.